Hello and welcome to this video around best practice for month and year-end processing. My name is Philip Walters. I work for the Access Group as a Customer Success Manager. I've worked with our ERP systems for just over 20 years, working in support and other managerial roles. So firstly, I want to look at preparation during the course of the month. Try to run your debtors and creditors and trial balances and profit and loss reports on a regular basis, ideally weekly, to identify any problems early on and not save them up for the end of the month. If you can, try and embed these reports into something like a dashboard so that you can check figures quickly and easily. Also keep an eye on nominal postings. If you can create an exceptions report that tracks missed postings, you can again identify them early on and avoid having to reverse them out and deal with them at month end. Lastly, don't save up processing either. A common mistake for businesses is that transactions, particularly purchases, things like timesheets and expenses, can wait with budget holders or department heads for approval, and they save them up for the end of the month and try and do all the processing all in one go, making it stressful for you, stressful for them, and sometimes delaying month end. Instead, try to create some reports that keep an eye on the levels of these transactions that are in progress, and find a way of getting those moving through the business so that they posted during the course of the month and not saved up for the end. When it comes to actual month end, you want to try to automate as many reports as possible. Things like accruals, prepayments, and management reporting packs can sometimes take days to produce, but there's no real need for this to be the case. With modern reporting facilities, you can usually develop reports that will refresh data very quickly, and you should be able to put together these sorts of things in much less than a day, even in a fast-moving business and a larger organisation. Lean on your support provider when you do encounter any differences, particularly in things like debtors, creditors and trial balances. They may not reconcile your accounts for you, but they will have some tools that will identify simple problems or regular problems very quickly and easily, and it could save you hours and hours of time. Always run month end after taking a backup. This is the common thing that's overlooked, particularly with my experience in support. Month end and even year end, you'd be surprised how many people run them without worrying about taking a backup. Yeah, most of the time it goes fine, it doesn't really matter, but when it does go wrong, it can go very wrong. So if you can, run them on a Monday morning when the backups have been run over the weekend. If that's not possible, just liaise with your IT team and get them to take a backup prior to your running month or year end. Now the actual year end, when it comes to this, try to identify any exceptional processes, anything that's specific to you and your business that you run at year end that you perhaps don't run at month end. And then create a bullet point list of everything that you have to do. It only needs to be a page long, but it gives you some structure, helps you to work through it more simply, and will also help you to train other staff that you're taking on too. Try to close your sales and purchase ledgers as soon as possible. This is a common mistake. There's no reason really not to close off your sales and purchase ledgers as soon as you can, as soon as you've finished any invoices that need to go into that year that's to be closed. And the other thing is trying to control posting around the nominal ledger for this year that you're also going to soon be closing. A really easy way to do this, depending on your software, is if you only run 12 periods in your financial year, instead of doing year end at period 12, instead just do a period end and roll the system into period 13. You can then leave it there, awaiting year end adjustments, and then when everything's finalised, close the year. But with period 13 only open, it's very easy for you to keep an eye on any missed postings and reverse things out if they do occur. I hope that's been helpful for you. I look forward to my next video.